I'm Eric Loy, and welcome to Eric Loy Interviews. On this podcast, we talk with folks from the VTuber community on their channels, their talents, their stories, where they come from, and their plans for the future. Chaotica joins us. Hello.
Thank you. Howdy.
Hey, introduce yourself to everybody, please.
Hi, I'm Chaotica, the Trash Panda. I am the goddess incarnate of chaos, and I love me a little bit of demolition. I'm new to VTubing and all that good stuff, but I have been a content creator for a long time. I've done TikToks and cosplays. I do some art here and there. I don't really post it though. Still refining it, as you would say, but for the most part, I just love the arts. I love anime, and I'm just here starting out on my new journey.
Ah, cool. Now, somebody refined my art by breaking all my pencils and threatening to put me in jail if I continued.
I feel that. Me too.
I'm that bad at it. So it's always great to interview someone who enjoys it and continues to work on it. So you've been a content creator for a while. What made you start doing the VTube thing?
So honestly, there's a VTuber that I really looked up to, and I started watching her a couple of years back. Her name's Iron Mouse. She's a pretty big name. A lot of people in the community know of her.
Mm-hmm.
And if they don't, they can just look her up and they'll be like, yeah,
Yeah.
I get why.
Yeah.
She's probably one of the first ones I've ever seen, and I was like, that's amazing. You can just become an anime girl out of nowhere. And I know that sounds pretty cringy and pretty cheesy, but I mean, I make myself an anime girl every day. I go out in public wearing cat ears. I'll go to conventions and cosplays. I'm no stranger to any of that. So I was like, you know what? Let's give this a shot, because I've always wanted to make videos. And a lot of my friends tell me I'm pretty funny. I tried to get my friend to make YouTube videos with me a long time ago, but she was never really down for it. And I respected that, so I backed off, of course.
Yeah.
But we'd go to the thrift store, right? And there's this old lady hearing me gab about something, and she's like, "You're hilarious. You should be on a show or something." I'm like, "That means so much to me. Thank you." I'm like, you know what? Let's start.
Yeah. Here's my YouTube channel. Please go subscribe.
Yeah, pretty much.
Advertise as much as possible. So, have you been someone who wanted to be a performer all your life?
Yeah, pretty much, honestly. I also do dancing and stuff like that too. Self-trained, never went to school. I just kind of feel the beat of the rhythm.
Mm.
And in schools, they'd come around me, start a circle, and they'd be like, "Yeah." So I've always wanted to do some form of entertainment, whether it's talking to people and making them laugh,
Yeah.
being on the screen, doing some not jackace or anything like that, but just doing some funny stunts and stuff like that, or coming up with skits. I've just always had a knack for that, and my dad also would film us doing funny skits every now and then back in the old days, but those are old videos. We don't need to see those. Those are scary.
Yeah, they're not up on YouTube, are they?
I think they are, but my dad is a dark topic. He's not the best person in the world, but he did at least get me into entertainment. So we have that.
Yeah. Well, that seed certainly has grown into what you're doing now. When did you start getting on the internet and creating content?
So when I started to create, I think it was around the time of COVID. Back when, so before TikTok became TikTok, it was Musically. And I had made just one Musically thing with my friends and everything. And we never divulged into it further, but then we were on YouTube and we saw a lot of people doing compilations of cringy TikTokers, and they were cosplayers, and they were all actually really good cosplayers. And I was like, hey, that looks like a lot of fun. We haven't been to a convention in a couple of years, so we used to go in middle school. I was like, why don't we do this again? This is great. And we did. And then she ended up skyrocketing. She's famous now. She's got so many followers.
Well,
I'm still at a good 2,000, but I'm like, hey, listen, I don't care to have a big group of following. I make friends that way. I'd be like, hey, you want to do something together? Yeah, I got you. Let's game. Let's review something. I'm here for it. I'm here to make friends. Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
It's a lot of fun.
it sounds like you're pretty outgoing. I mean, have you always been that way?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, there are times when I get pretty down in the dumps, not gonna lie. I actually have a lot of crazy stories, and I think I might do a story time at some point because
Mm.
I've been through the ringer in life, let me tell you, man.
Boy.
Anything you talk about, I've probably been through something similar.
Oh
But
no.
yeah, it's a lot of photos. But it's, my life has calmed down, so it's nicer now.
Mm.
Everything's a little more tame. But, like, I don't know. I like to look at the bright side. I like to give people the benefit of the doubt. And it is hard to maintain that, but I do have people that I can talk to and stuff when the rough times arise.
Yeah.
So, I have a good support system and I'm able to keep being optimistic where it counts.
That's
So,
cool. And by doing this, you get to kind of help other people too.
yeah, of course. Also, like to anybody listening, if you ever need somebody to talk to, you don't know me, like I'm a shoulder to lean out to. Now, there might be, I'll like help you out. I'll send you to somebody else, if I'm really busy or anything like that. But I love to help and I love to listen to people and make them feel better. Like that's why I like entertaining.
Yeah. Well, that sounds like a big heart to me. Just just make sure that's not also a big target, okay?
Oh yeah, it has been in the future, which is why I say like, if I can't help you, I know the hotlines, I know all of that good stuff. Like I can send you in a good direction if I can't help you.
Yeah. Well, that's a great reason to go and do this. Besides the fact you like the medium in the first place. So how long? You say you were cosplaying in middle school?
Yeah, actually, I believe 2000, I want to say 14 is when I first started cosplaying. I went to MegaCon back
Mm.
in the day, the big convention.
Mm. So what were your outfits, or did you just have the one outfit?
So we did a couple for the first couple years. There's this online web comic called Homestuck, and I did that.
Mm.
I did Gumi, a Vocaloid character from a song Matryoshka about people going crazy. So I made like the jacket and everything. It looked really rough. I remade it later on, and I was like, "Ooh, yes, art skills better." But I actually got my mother to cosplay with me too. She was a character from Bleach, Rangiku.
Oh
We
my.
love that anime.
Well, it sounds like you had some encouragement there too as you were doing it, and obviously you had positive experiences because you revisited it later.
Oh yeah, it was a lot of fun. We were baby cosplayers, but we did a link group from The Legend of Zelda,
Mm.
and everybody loved us, and it was really nice. Everyone was like, "Hey, can I get a picture with you guys?" It was amazing. We had the normal Link, my
Mm.
best friend. We had then the water tunic with like all of the stuff that you would get from the water temple, and I was the fire temple tunic Link, and I had the iron boots, I had the megaton hammer, I had bombs, and my bombs fell and leaked on the convention
Oh,
floor,
oh
so I had to
no.
like go clean it up.
Uh,
Cause yeah, that was rough.
now,
And then I ended up getting the bomb paint all over my costume when I took it off in the
oh
car.
no. Now,
But it
how did you do
washed out.
iron boots?
So we just spray painted them. We made
Oh,
them look like they were iron. We didn't
okay.
actually ruin my feet. We're good.
Yeah, I was thinking that'd be pretty clunky and carrying bombs and clunking around in iron boots. That would be very tough. It,
Yeah, no, that would have been terrible.
mm,
The bombs were just those clear ornaments that you get from like Michaels and stuff. We just filled them with blue paint because the
mm.
bombs are blue. That's why they opened and they fell and they leaked everywhere. I'd be buying something and I'd be like, and they'd be like, hey, Chaotica, Chaotica, turn around. I'm like, oh God. I'm like, hold on 1 second, let me fix this.
So you literally made bombs out of them instead of just painting the
Yes.
outside. We're going to fill it with something dangerous.
Precisely. Well, we were trying to get it to be that color, and
Mm.
then now I know better. Now I know not to do this. We're just gonna paint it from the outside, let it dry, and then bring it.
Well, now that you're back doing it again, you've obviously got access to a little more material and a little more knowledge in how to do this. How deep do you get into the cosplay now?
Honestly, man, I get so deep into it that I kind of become the character myself, not
Oh,
lying to you. Like I usually go with characters that I'm passionate about and that I love. And my friends like to tell me that I wear the character, not like, oh, something wears you. It's like, no, you are wearing them. I
Yeah.
kind of adapt to them in the
Yeah.
best I can. Like the little things that we don't have in common, I mesh in. So I went to Canada actually, because that's where my best friend lives now. And we did a convention up there, and I did Rainbow Dash, I did Wind Waker Link in a big Link group. It was amazing. And I was just running around acting like a fun little kid cutting grass with like a fake sword. It was amazing. I loved it.
Well, it's great that you're able to enjoy that and not only do that, but improve at it and continue to want other people to enjoy it as well. That's something that this particular medium allows you to do. You get to go out and enjoy, you're performing with people, but they're also enjoying your work.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I don't know if I'd call it performing
Mm,
for sure, because we're just walking around and buying stuff. But like, I definitely feel like I'm a performer when I'm out there. But I'm just being me,
yeah.
running around in a costume,
Well,
making
yeah.
a muck everywhere.
Well, I'm talking about being online with the VTube thing.
Ah,
Yeah, you
yeah.
get to
I honestly am very new. I
yeah,
haven't been out for a long time. Not a lot of people really observe my stuff,
yeah,
but it's
yet,
out there. So for whoever
yet.
wants to see it,
We'll say the yet in there because it's going to happen. Um,
I appreciate it.
but it here you get this chance to perform with people. It sounds like to me you're not afraid to put yourself out there a little bit.
Definitely not. I've definitely one of those weird people in the good sense though. Like I'll get crazy haircuts and stuff like that. I'm not afraid to take risks. Some risks maybe, like skydiving, we ain't doing none of that.
No, no, no,
The upside down roller coasters, no, no, no.
no, no.
But putting myself out there wearing a funky hairdo, like you got it. That's
Wow.
all good. Sounds fun.
Well, I envy that because I have even though I was on the radio for a long, long, long time and talked to a lot of people online and talking over the phone and interviews. Doing something like that is just right out of no. I can't cross that mountain very often, and to hear somebody not only be able to do that but enjoy doing that, it's very refreshing.
Oh, well, I really appreciate it. Honestly, if you ever feel like you want to take a slight foot in the direction, you can always do things that like aren't exactly that. For instance, if you've never colored your hair before and you have a really dark hair and you don't want to bleach your hair or anything like that, there is this like gel that I used to get. It's like a colored gel and you put it in your hair and it does stiffen it, but it adds color to it. I got like a blue and a gold and I was like, ooh, this is really nice.
Mm.
And then I ended up going through with it, or like fake tattoos, fake piercings, get a
Wow.
wig, right? Like get a really nice styled wig. And if you like it and it looks good on you, then you can go forward with it. Or if you just want to wear the wig, right? You don't want to commit to it. You don't have to. You can just be like, all right, this is what I'm going to be for the day. And yeah, we're going to see how this works, right?
Yeah, well, it'd be pretty easy to dye my hair now because there isn't much color to it after all these years. I'm
Oh, listen, the white and the gray look are honestly so pretty though. Like I'm actually really excited for when my hair goes gray. It's gonna look so nice,
hey,
like the snow.
well, yeah, I earned this gray. By golly, I'm gonna wear it. The the what are your plans on the VTube screen? You've done a little bit now, kind of getting your feet wet. What do you want to be as a streamer?
So I'm actually planning to do a stream. I have the day off today, so after we're done here, I'm gonna be looking up some tutorials so I can actually figure out how to stream. And once I do, my birthday's coming up, and I'm getting some friends together, some other VTubers that I've met
Mhm.
and connected with, and we're gonna play some video games for my birthday and do a birthday stream. So I'm really excited for that.
Cool.
And once I am comfortable with it, I'd like to share, like, have a poetry night stream, I'll have some story times where I talk about some crazy things that have happened in my life.
Mm.
Um, and just share with the people and stuff like that. We'll also play games if anyone wants tutorials, if anyone wants to see art, we'll do stuff like that. And maybe because I'm comfortable with it, I have an Instagram where my face is out there. You never know. I might cosplay my own character. I might bring her to reality or something.
Yeah,
Because I'm not afraid to do it, and there's other people who do both. They're like, "This is my face, and then this is also my fake face." You know?
this sounds like VTubing is right in your wheelhouse. I mean,
Oh yeah,
this is something that was basically built for Chaotica.
man. The minute I was like, "I can be an anime girl," let's do it. I was like, "I'm ready."
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. So you plan to do some art streams or tutorial art streams or that sort of thing?
I think it might be fun too, because like or at least tutorials on like other people if they want to create models. Because the model I have, I made for free on this place called Vroid.
Right.
So like, share the knowledge, right? Share the free stuff, and let other people have a chance at doing what they need to do. There's so many out there, but you know, if they want me to do one, I'll do one for them. I'll personally make one, and I'll do some art streams and stuff.
What
Because
about singing?
singing, I okay, so a funny thing my mom has said to me, she's like, "Sweetheart, you can't have it all. You can dance, you can draw, you can write poetry and lyrics, but you can't sing." And that makes me honestly a little sad. I'm like, you know what? I want to. Like, I don't want to sell my lyrics, you know? When I
Right.
do make something, I want to be able to sing them because I took the time to write them. I took the emotions and I put them to something.
Yeah.
So I think eventually I might get a coach or something, but like I sing here and there, it's just hard to keep a pitch.
Yeah.
So that's the one thing I struggle with, but
Well,
I'll be getting there
well, I tell you,
eventually.
I haven't hit a note on purpose since 1985. And sometimes I hit one by accident, and then I'll never get it back again. It's I'll manage to miss them in various and terrible ways. When the wife says,
Right.
"Don't sing along to these songs when you're in the car."
Yeah, my mom used to be like, "Who sings this?" And I'd tell her who it was, and she'd be like, "Keep it that way." And I'm like, "Rude."
Thanks, Ma.
Yeah, for real.
Well, I mean, obviously you're a multi-talented person, and this is something that you found at a pretty early age. Um, would you have thought that you'd be doing something like this when you were in middle school, doing the starting off your cosplay, that later on in life you'd be able to have a potential audience of anybody who has a computer?
Honestly, no, because I did have like an older YouTube before this too, where I just make like animated music videos. You know, like I take bits and pieces of anime and put it to music to make like a fun, music video.
Hmm.
Or I would record some things and put them online, and then nobody'd really care about them. So I definitely would not have thought that anyone would have cared about what I was doing and what I was making in the future. And I mean, even if people still don't, I have friends that do. I have friends that support me, and that's great. As long as I can still make fun memories with them, that's all that matters at the end of the day. But
That is
no, I would have never thought that I would be here. And I am very happy to be here.
that's a
And whether or not people like my stuff, I'm still going to be making it
that's a
because it's fun.
that's a tremendous mindset to take into this, and having fun what you're doing first, and then if something big happens with it, then something big happens with it. Um, and that's a great attitude to take. But I don't think that you'll be, even if something comes up and it doesn't quite work out, I don't think you'll be deterred at all. I get the idea that
Nope.
you'll just find something else and go into that.
Yep, I'm a Taurus, so we tend to be stubborn with the things we like.
There's a reason why they're the bull.
Yeah, for sure.
Just sharpen the horns and go after the next one. the the when you do get your stream going here with the birthday stream, do you have an idea of what games you're going to play?
Yes, actually, so I really like the Among Us game. I have to repurchase it though, so I'm like waiting. I started a new job recently,
Mm.
so I have to wait for some funds to come in. But there is a free game that I found. It's called Duck Duck Goose or something like that,
Oh
and it's
yeah,
pretty much Among Us. Yeah,
yeah.
it's pretty much Among Us, but with ducks. And I'm like, oh, this is great. So, and you can have a lot of people in it. I'm like, yes, let's get everybody together. Let's do this. We also might play some Phasmophobia, which is ghost hunting,
Oh yeah.
and Lethal Company,
Mhm.
which I'm a raccoon VTuber, so I gotta collect me my trash. That's
Oh,
definitely a fun thing for me.
It sounds like to me you have a really raucous time. You're really living up to the Chaotica name there, in those particular games to start off with.
I have another friend who's also a raccoon VTuber, and yesterday he told me he was a fake one. I was like, listen, the raccoon life didn't choose me, okay? Or I'm sorry, I didn't choose the raccoon life. The raccoon life chose me, okay? I'm just naturally like this.
It's fun. It's fun to watch folks play those games and really enjoy themselves online. Are these the types of games that you would play off of the internet, or are there other games that you would rather play on your own?
Oh, personally, Lethal Company is not a game that I want to play by myself because that is too scary for me. Now, how I love games and
Mm-hmm.
I love like horror stuff
Mm-hmm.
because like that's definitely my main thing, which is crazy because people will be like, "Hey, you know, why do you like being scared if you're such a scaredy cat?" And I scream at the drop of a hat. I really do. And I'm like, you know what? I've noticed that there's a comedy in watching people be scared and suffer sometimes. And you know what? I think I like it because I can experience that without having to actually experience something bad happening to me. And because I've had so much trials and tribulations happen, I'm like, ah, yes, a safe zone to experience it. We get a little laugh out of it. It's good. But there's a lot of indie horror games that I have downloaded on my computer, and there's a lot more that I'm willing to look for in the future. But like to name some, there's a free one that came out. The first chapter is called Paper Lily. It's really cute. It's digital art, so it's like a pixelated game, but the quality on it is absolutely amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have the characters pop up, and their art's gorgeous as well. So like different forms of art mixing. You got a lot of puzzles. They're really hard. I have a video out. It's 2 hours long. I gotta make a smaller, funnier edit of just the funny bits because it's a very long video. But I suffer a lot, and it's really funny because I cannot get a break in that game.
Oh my gosh. Well, Chaotica, it sounds like you really got things going here, and it really does seem to be a really good fit. You and the VTuber lifestyle and community. I can't wait to see what you got coming up for us.
Oh, well, thank you so much. I'm very excited. As soon as we get the streaming stuff figured out, going to be seeing me a lot more for sure because editing videos is so rough. I'm sure you know.
Uh, well, luckily, I don't do a lot of video with this. I'm stick to my audio roots. I've never been a VTuber. I was an A tuber.
Nice. That's fair. That's a lot easier for sure.
Yeah, not only was it just audio, but the radios that they tuned in with actually had tubes in them. That's how long ago it was. That's I was one of the originals, I guess. But the the fact that something has come up for someone like you to not only enjoy, embrace, and improve what you like to do, but entertain others and kind of, if I may say, be a respite for you, a little bit of an escape. Is that fair?
Yeah. Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, my life isn't as hectic as it used to be, that's for sure. It's definitely calmed down a bit. So this is like a nice extra thing on the side to have fun with for sure when everything's a little mundane, you know?
Yeah, and it keeps the wolves away from the door, if you know what I mean. At three,
Yeah,
yeah,
definitely. It
yeah,
keeps it at bay.
yeah.
You know, I'm sharpening my pitchforks, be like, back, get back in your cage, man.
Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you, Chaotica, and we'll have links for everybody in the description for the interview. Uh, Keep an eye out for Chaotica. Well, for one thing, um, Trash Panda. If you got anything out on the porch, if you set the food out for the cats, you're going to see them. They're going to be there.
I'm
Also,
gonna get it. I'm gonna get that food.
yeah, and especially water bowls, keep cleaning them out because they keep washing their hands in it. Come on, come on. I mean,
You know me.
leave them for the cats, okay? You can have the food. Just leave that for
All
the cats.
right. I'll find another bowl. Don't you worry about it.
Pleasure to meet you, and hopefully we'll get you on again soon. And once everything gets rolling, happy birthday coming up, by the way. And
Thank you so much.
again, thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me, Eric. You have a great rest of your day, buddy.
Thank you for listening to Eric Loy Interviews. Join us again next time when we talk to another member of the always interesting VTuber community.